and welcome back to our track-by-track analysis of Glass Minds by Archive. I'm back in the studio here with Danny and Darius, and this time we're looking at So Far From Losing You. So, it turned out to be, I think, one of the fan favourites from the album, from the feedback I've seen so far, going down very well. So yeah, where did this track come from? How did this start out?
Well, funnily enough, love songs tend to be like the favourite Archive fan songs a lot of the time. Like,
sure, right.
Like Again, obviously, which is a love song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pure and simple. But So Far From Losing You was a situation I had with my wife. And you know when your head gets scrambled with like negative and positive thoughts.
Yeah, right.
About someone, you know, and it kind of gets all jumbled. So I wrote the lyrics while I was on holiday in Greece, strangely, with my wife, and it just came up. Just one morning I woke up and I just had it all in my head. So I just wrote down all the lyrics, and before the music was written.
Right.
So it's like just like a load of words that made sense to me to try and understand exactly how I felt at the time. And then, so after we got so far, Pollard totally loved it. He got it straight away. And then I didn't have the last verse, and I just said, Dan, can you write the last verse? And so he did.
Yeah, you just said you wanted to kind of sum it up, you know, sort of the finale verse.
Right, yeah, okay.
And it's a really positive energy.
Yeah,
so I think Dan's ones are more like the sort of summary, more positive kind of. Although there's a lot of positive and negative in the rest of the songs. So Dan's is kind of a real celebration of love. And I think that's what I wanted to, you know, obviously I was celebrating love, which is why the lyrics So Far From Losing You.
Yeah, right, yeah, of course,
It's a celebration in a way, so I think, you know.
Yeah, I remember when I wrote them out and I handed it to you, you straight away just went, that's absolutely perfect, that's exactly what I was thinking, trying to get.
Exactly.
Yeah, it worked out well there.
Great, so it started out lyrically then, so did you have an idea for vocal melody and stuff then as well, or was it literally just the words?
No, I had the melody as well.
Cool.
Because so the song started with that sound.
Which one is
obviously,
it?
That.
Can't hope, can't choke, can't speak, no words, don't turn, don't care, can't realize, can't trivialize.
Yeah, so that sound could, in Archive world, could go so many ways. Do you know what I mean? It could be a fucking song about like some...
Could be anything.
Like crazy political thing. You know what I mean? It's quite dark. But that's all minor, but then there's a little bit of hope in this note. Here we go. There you go.
Yeah.
And that's about how my head was feeling about the relationship at the time.
Right, okay.
Darkness, light.
Yeah,
darkness,
cool.
Light. So that's what's wonderful about music, isn't it? You can explain things just through a note. Change, you know. But anyway, so Pollard heard it, and I knew it was rhythmical. Pollard's very good at rhythmical kind of, as we discussed in the last song.
Yeah, once again, we've got kind of more of a syncopated vocal on this, rather than sort of as melodic as some of the other tracks.
Exactly. So, but I wanted, so there's this kind of, almost like it's almost like spoken word, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So you got that kind of monotone. Sorry.
Can't speak, no words, don't turn, don't care, can't realize, can't trivialize, walk straight, upright, no right, no sense, repetition. competition, no collision, just submission. Contradict your own mind all the time, all the time, time. Hurts, brings dirt all around. Precious sounds disappear, then reappear. They're upside down and don't sound like they ought to sound, like they've never been. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful is.
So that part, I used it, pitched up the vocal because Pollard I thought was going to do the harmony for it.
Right.
But then often that happens where you pitch out and it gives this kind of weird feel about it, and then we didn't want to change it.
Yeah, right.
And then literally the chord change goes into that, just, you know, just something more beautiful, you know, that's what I was trying to do.
Making me pull my heart out of shape. What a state. So far from losing you.
Yeah.
So far from losing you. So far from losing you. So far in love with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's so that's just a complete change and just like a positive, beautiful moment, and then back to that dark kind of sound in the next chorus, and it just carries on building, obviously.
Take all my touch, softest touch.
Then there's his keyboard sounds.
Some gnarly synth coming in there.
Yeah, just like a. So yeah, all of that is that, and then this bit again we use the brass just to give it that more kind of emotional.
So far from losing you.
And that's a guitar.
So far from losing you.
That sound is actually
so far
guitar,
from losing you.
but it's pitched up.
Yeah.
And when you pitch a guitar up, it sounds like harpsichord. Do you know what I mean? And then we got strings here. String synth. It sounds like a double basses.
Yeah, right.
And then brass. Quite uplifting. Bass kind of synth. There you go.
Stare at me, look right into me, look into you, and then you
get the
see
backing vocals.
Love will be indestructible, invincible. Take a nuclear bomb, the most powerful song, the most beautiful bird. The ugliest fate, example.
Bit more guitar.
Beautiful stance, you put me in a trance.
So yeah, let's go from here. So this bit is really about euphoria. You know, it's about celebration, someone putting you in a trance, that deep love you feel for someone. And I love the guitar part Steve Harris put in on this, because it's got this kind of that sound. So melancholy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think, you know?
Yeah.
And you hear the guitars coming up, and that's Mickey. Lovely. And then drums. Bass. was obviously Lisa's part. She, she was like, I said, look, could you try and improvise something, just something beautiful, but on the female perspective as well,
So is this, I guess, like we were talking about this the other day on some of You All Look the Same to Me, how you like to have a female counterpoint when, to show both sides of a relationship, because this is clearly a bit about that, both sides of a relationship, and the good and bad times. Bringing in Lisa like that, kind of harkens back to.
Exactly.
Stuff,
when Maria was doing it.
Exactly.
Exactly. And it's like, I don't want to be cheesy or anything. It wasn't a case of that, but it's just nice to have that emotional sort of depth when I love duet if it's done right, and they sing so well together, Lisa and Pollard, so it just sort of adds to the story of it and the sort of drama as well,
completely,
doesn't it? I think that's what and then so you go bass and the drums on this.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Put me in the
I mean, it's just it's a real story. I think this song, isn't it?
Completely. Yeah.
From kind of not much hope to light, sort of in the end of the tunnel, and then complete euphoria.
I was gonna, euphoria was the word I was gonna use. Especially when it reaches that crescendo in the second half, it's amazing. It goes from, like we were saying before about patterns and having that almost lullaby-like beginning, where that simple arpeggio going through, but then you build it up with layers and layers, and it's almost like a metaphor for the layers of relationships and stuff. There's so many ups and downs and everything, and it all builds into a climax, which is ultimately what love is, I suppose.
Well, exactly. It's worth having a fucked up moment in your love life if you can write songs about it.
Yeah, totally.
It's the beauty of when it happens.
So I think that's sort of it, really, on this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty like a nice little.
Yeah, well, it's
a mini opera, isn't it?
It is. Well, I was going to say it's quite dynamic in that it shows a little aspect of all of the elements that we've discussed so far with all the other tracks. So, like I said, with the minimal side of things, but also the full-on side, of cinematic side of things. There's some driving bits to it. There's some calmer bits to it, but there's also slightly psychedelic bits in there. With some of those bouncy delays on the vocals and odd guitar atmospherics and stuff. So it's a little bit of everything in this one. So it is. I can see why some people see it as a standout track for the album, really, because it is kind of a nice little scrapbook of the whole album in one song, really. But beautiful tune. All right, so so that's it for So Far From Losing You. So tune in next time when we have a look at the single Wake Up Strange from the Glass Minds album. Cheers for listening.